Hey everyone, Ron Gasparetto here, and in this video today, I'd like to talk about a topic that comes up quite often in my life and in the daily lives of most people, because I know it's a topic that most people struggle with and have a hard time dealing with, and that is, how do you deal with change in your life? Because let's face it, change is, as we know, is an inevitable part of our lives. Things are always changing. Things change on a day-to-day basis. Careers change, relationships change, jobs change, whatever it might be for you, change is part of our lives. And we've all experienced change numerous times in our lives. So how do we deal with those moments in our life where we're hit by change, like some significant change in our lives? How do we deal with that? Well, I have 4 ideas on this topic, and I'd like to run those by you today, so maybe they can help you in your life when you're experiencing some drastic change in your life. The first concept is we have to embrace change. Because most people in their lives, they look at change as something that's difficult and hard and something unwanted, and because it stretches them outside of where they normally are in their lives, outside of their comfort zone, if you will. And most people don't want to go there. The whole idea of something new in people's lives is something that people are very unsettled with, and they just don't know how to deal with it. But if we really want to accept change and embrace change in our lives, we have to embrace change. We have to say, change, something, you're welcome. I understand what change is going to be good for me. I understand down the road that maybe some things may be difficult right now in the forefront of my life, but down the road, this change is going to be good for me. So we have to embrace this whole idea of change and say, something, it's part of my growth. It's part of my expansion. It's part of me becoming a better person, becoming more and understanding more of who I am. This change in my life is going to be good. So we have to switch that notion or pivot from that idea that change is something that is bad and change is something that's going to be really hard in our life. You'll find if you start embracing the whole idea of change, just change your mindset about it, the change, A, won't be as difficult, and B, you're going to start seeing that, this change was actually beneficial. Because how often in our lives have we looked back on something that happened in our lives and that maybe wasn't something we wanted in that time, but now that we look at it from where we are, we say, something, I needed to go through that. That change was beneficial for me. So we have to start embracing the whole idea of change and saying, something, this is good. This is going to be something good in my life. Now, the second idea, which sort of goes along with that, is we have to start bringing trust into change. Because again, so many people don't embrace their change because they don't trust that something good is going to happen. Or they don't trust in themselves that they're going to be capable of carrying out that change. They don't believe in their abilities, their strengths, who they are, what they can do in their lives moving forward. So they sort of back off and they don't embrace that whole idea of trust. So you have to trust that you're capable, you've been through stuff before, you've made it through, and you're gonna make it through again. And the second part of that idea of trust is that we have to trust in the process. We have to trust in the universe. We have to trust that there's a benevolent universe that's going to help us move forward in our change. There's not some boogeyman out there that's going to stop us from achieving our goals or moving forward in our lives. It's only us that stops us. So we have to embrace and trust and believe that the good is coming in our lives. So trust is another big factor in this whole idea of change. The third concept, and I know a lot of people, again, struggle with this one because I find I do it myself in my life, but I've gotten better at it, and I know a lot of people do this, but when change comes into your life, you have to let go and stop looking back and start looking forward. You have to looking ahead in your life. Because again, so many people, when change comes into their lives, they anchor themselves down on where they are, and they start reminiscing about how good things are now or how good things were in the past, and they don't look forward in life. But if you don't look forward in life, then you're not going to be able to grow in life. Because moving forward is all about growth. It's all about the change that is inevitable in our lives. Nothing stays the same. We may think we're going through our lives and things are static, but they're not. Everything's always changing. So we have to get the mindset that we're going to look forward in our lives. And we're going to look forward happily, joyfully, excitingly, with high expectations, positive expectations of what is coming and what we're going to do with our lives. Stop anchoring yourself where you are now and looking back all the time. Let's start looking forward in our lives when change comes into our lives. And the fourth idea, which is a pretty simple one, is we just got to lighten up. We got to stop taking life so seriously, because so many people in their lives, they walk through their days and their weeks and their lives where they don't smile. There's no joy. There's no excitement. Everything is so serious. Our lives aren't supposed to be a serious journey. They're supposed to be a joyful, exciting, beautiful journey. I know a lot of people might be saying, Ron, that's really Pollyanna, but you got to face reality. Well, something, you can't look at reality to base your life on. You have to create that joy and excitement and passion for your life inside and carry that with you every single day. And just lighten up. Go easy about things. Don't take the small things so seriously. Just roll with the punches, if you will. Things are going to come up in your day, sure. They're going to come up in your week, your month. It's going to be part of your life. Those obstacles that might come up, just look at them as wake-up signs or something that's going to direct you more towards what you want to do in your life. But don't take those things so seriously. Enjoy your life. Lighten up. And you're going to find when you lighten up and bring joy to your journey of life, that this whole idea of change is just going to soften up in you. And you're not going to struggle with it. You're not going to push against it. It's just going to be a flow that's going to happen whenever change comes into your life. So again, lightening up, I find, is one of the keys to really embracing and enjoying the whole idea of change. So I hope this served you a little bit and helps you embrace a little bit that whole idea of change and softens it up a little bit for you. So next time something, I won't say drastic, but something that immediate comes into your life which involves a big change, that you can just take it a little more easily. You can embrace it. You can trust in the whole process. You can, again, lighten up, look forward to what's coming, and not resist and look at that change as something really negative. Just enjoy the whole process of change, because, like we said before, change is a part of life. Change is going to happen. Change is who we are. Change is part of growth and expansion. That's what we're here to do. We're here to change. We're here to grow. So embrace that whole idea. And again, I hope this video served you. Until next time, I invite you to go out there every single day of your life and live your best life from your real and true self with a loving heart, an open mind, and a joyous spirit.